30 seconds.
Fire your butt. Ooh, someone's dungarees are on fire. All right, everybody, snap to it. We're going live.
Category, please.
Trivia emergency. Call 911.
May I introduce who put the pow in the kapow kapow kapow? I'm giving out $3 for a right answer. Just step up and take a swing at this one. What nonsense lyric would most likely be interpreted as meaning, "Father, look out for those Kenyan nativist terrorists"? It's yours if you want it. The Mau Mau are a group of Brit-hating Kenyan guerrillas. The Mau Mau had close ties to the Peruvian Shaboom Shaboom and the Tibetan Dippity Dip Dip Yap. All right, hit me. Pucker up for Yellow Snow White. $1,000 if you get it. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. If it turned out that Snow White weren't completely pure, but were only as pure as ivory soap, what percentage of her would be tainted? Take it! That's not gonna cut it. Should've picked this. 56/100ths% of her would be impure. I think that means she's had half an impure thought about the prince. I need a category. Open wide and get ready for, put that in your pipe and choke it. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. So, you know how when you're eating, you sometimes have food that goes down the wrong pipe? Well, what's the right name for the wrong pipe? Go for it! Now, the esophagus is the right pipe. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. The windpipe is called the trachea, but if it goes up the wrong pipe, well, that's a whole different issue. Okay, pick a category.
Smokey's in the bread box picking daisies.
That's a big 10. Good, buddy? I think.
Shake hands with. Do not pass a go-go. How does $2,000 sound? Monopoly's a fun game, but everyone's in it for themselves. Help me out with an idea for a different game. What's the best name for a Parker Brothers game in which the players join forces in order to run all the utilities on the board? Hostile takeover, flagship, consortium, or conglomerate? Go get it! G3! Hey, you sunk my flagship! Let's take a look at the right answer. Consortium, the exciting game where you form associations with other corporations to engage in joint ventures. But don't talk about it with anybody outside of the game. That'd be insider trading, and that get out of jail free only works once. Okay, I need a category.
Give me one good reason.
I'll give you 5! Coming at you. Don't let the door hit you in the candy shell. This one's worth $1,000. You know, in this day and age, no one's safe from corporate downsizing and the sugar-coated dismissals that accompany it. Not even sugar-coated candies. Considering the M&M's color that was let go to make room for the new blue M&M's, what might have been management's parting words to it? Take some time, relax, work on your tan. Take it! When they added blue M&Ms, they took out the tan ones. Luckily, they only melt in your mouth, not in the unemployment line. All right, hit me. This one likes to go by. To hell with good talking. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Okay, let's see how well you know your Cyndi Lauper song lyrics. Tell me, chronologically speaking, who bop? She, we, he, I, you, and they? She, we, lee, I, you, and they? She, he, we, I, you, and they? Or she, he, it, they, us, and you? It's yours if you want it. She bop, he bop, a we bop. I bop, you bop, a they bop. Be bop, a loo. She bop. I need a category.
My dog's won. But to you and me, that's...
This little number's known as binge. $2,000 for a correct answer. Heads up, here it comes. If you chow down the following in one sitting, which would provide your recommended daily allowance of 2,000 calories? Go for it. Let this be a lesson to you. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Devil's Food SnackWells are 50 calories a pop, so scarf down 40 and you're set for the day. But if you have that many SnackWells, that scary woman from the commercials will start stalking you instead of the Cookie Man. Category, please. Hey, all right, guess what you just picked? It's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat question is, divide the thrust by the number of paternity suits. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's the name of a rocket scientist or a rocket's coach. Oh, I see, you've got this thing down. Well, I'll put 30 seconds on the clock then. Let's dance. Werner von Braun, rocket scientist or rocket... Tex Winter. Hermann Oberth. Rudy Tomjanovich, Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, Sergei Korolyov. Last one, Del Harris. That's all she wrote. 6 out of 7. Good day at the plate, batter. Let's check out your new average. Now, doesn't that feel better? Good, let's move on. Okay, I need a category. This one's called TV for Dinners. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. You know, I think it's great they've got that new cable channel specifically for animals. You know, Animal Planet. It's about time animals had a say in what kind of programming they want to watch. Which cartoon character would most likely make an aardvark's mouth water? Adamant, Tweety Bird, might... Go get it! Aardvarks eat ants. And they've also been known to ingest the occasional Smurf. Okay, pick a category.
Semper ubi sub ubi.
For your enjoyment, that's a bunch of bullock. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Think fast. If Sandra Bullock were to portray a bullock in her next movie, what role would she play? A pregnant cow, a newborn calf, a virginal heifer, or a castrated bull? It's yours if you want it. You know, it's funny, but we're actually looking for the correct answer. In case you're wondering, Sandra would be playing a castrated bull. It's quite an acting challenge. It would take a lot of balls on her part. 1 down, round 2 to go. Let's get on it. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. All right, hit me. Let's see what we got going. Y2K isn't their problem. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Hey, you know how on your checkbook for the date you have the 19 and then the blank line to fill in the year? Well, given what year the Islamic calendar is now on, what would you see on Louis Farrakhan's checkbook? 9 blank line, 14 blank line, 57 blank line, or 69 blank line? Take it! If you follow the Islamic calendar, we're in the early 1400s. Wouldn't it be funny to see Farrakhan do one of those Visa check card commercials? And the girl at the counter goes, "I need to see some ID." And then he looks at the camera and anyway. I need a category. Say hello to Sweets for the Sweet Pyromaniac, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Hey, did you ever hear how wintergreen lifesavers will make a spark when you chew them? Well, if lifesavers needed to be treated like flint to make a spark, what would the kids need to do to start a fire? Knock 2 lifesavers together, strike a lifesaver against... Go get it! Flint needs to be struck against a hard metal like steel to make a spark. So you'd only make sparks if you wore braces, and face it, you got enough problems without breathing fire, too. Category, please. It's only a keyboard, for crying out loud! What are you afraid of? Okay, give it up for... This virtual reality thing has gone too far. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. What's the best place in our solar system to go play a real live game of asteroids? Near the sun's core? Go for it! Our solar system's asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter. And if you can't afford the spaceship, just go out in the yard and bash your head with rocks. Okay, I need a category. The category is, he's dating a woman old enough to be his ancestor. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Hey, it's time for another episode of the dating game. Which of these bachelors would be the best at dating some old fossil? Bachelor number H1, bachelor number C14, bachelor number 03, or bachelor number N12? It's yours if you want it.
This'll just be our little secret.
Here's what you should have picked. Carbon-14 is a carbon isotope used in dating fossils as old as 50,000 years.
And bachelor number C14 is a spontaneous radioactive guy who knows how to have a good time. He says he's the half-life of every party.
Okay, pick a category. And this one is that virtual pee on the rug? One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Okay, you know those virtual pet Tamagotchi gotchi things? Well, if you're anything like me, you love smashing those gigapet things with a hammer. Considering what the prefix giga means, what would be a good ad? Take it! The prefix giga means 10 to the 9th power, or a billion. I need a category. Uh-oh! Left nut kick, I'm sore!
It's time for Cribbage Crash Fun.
Take a look at your gibberish category. What'll you have, fat boy? 10,000 bucks if you move fast on this gibberish question. Okay, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. All right, listen your punk ass up and tell me, with what popular saying does this rhyme? McGraw fat spoke, ham, dull snack. And don't let the punctuation fool you. First clue, it's one little thing. Paperclip? It's one little thing that finally makes a situation unbearable. Last clue, now the camel's busted. And you're... All right, type in your answer, hit re... Who was that camel kidding? It wasn't the straw that broke his back, it was too much humping. Oh boy! All right, that's all for me, folks. Good night and drive safely. All right, hit me.
Scientists concluded that he had been exposed to
17!
The category? Didn't win? Suck it up. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Suppose the makers of Obi tampons receive an Obi Award. For what are they most likely being honored? Absorption in an abstract artist studio? Absorption in an off-Broadway? Go for it! Interesting choice. The correct answer is... Obie Awards are given each year for excellence in off-Broadway productions. And when an off-Broadway show succeeds, it's a real on-the-rag-to-riches story. Okay, I need a category. The selection is a perfectly safe question. 2,000 bucks for a correct answer. Well, to keep us out of trouble, we had to make a few changes to the following question. Which of the following phrases would not get us sued? Reverend is having sex with a... Go get it! This is the only phrase that would probably not get us sued. And it's true, I do like water. Almost as much as likes hamsters. Okay, pick a category.
Hey!
19!
This category's known as Your Breath is Fresh. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. According to the back of the bottle, if you accidentally swallow a mouthful of scope, what should you do? It's yours if you want it. According to the back of the bottle, if you accidentally ingest scope, you know, the stuff you're supposed to put in your mouth, then you should seek professional assistance or contact poison control immediately. Don't worry too much, though. You'll still taste minty. Category, please.
Lordy, lordy, look who's 40.
20!
That doesn't rhyme.
Here we have... Granny, I just found me a bunch of laxative. Play your cards right, you win 4,000 bucks. Okay, we all know Jed Clampett was a poor mountaineer who barely kept his family fed, right? Suppose instead of crude oil, Jed found himself some castor oil. Take it! Castor oil comes from a plant called, get this, the castor oil plant.
Granny, fetch me a bucket. Who doggies, we're gonna be rich, I tell you. People are gonna come from miles around to cure their constipation.
Okay, I need a category. You're about to to embark on the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see 2 words on the screen that match. A little edgy, aren't we? Relax and take a look at this clue. I'll tell you when to panic. Think globally, eat soup locally. And I'm sorry if you have a problem with that, but some of my views are very controversial. Wow, you were the best guest we had this whole game. Really? Now do me a favor. Take a quick look to your left, now your right, and repeat after me.